All right, let's dive right in. Today, we're going to demystify two of the most important documents you'll ever see on a project, the BRD and the FSD. Seriously, understanding the difference here is the key to actually turning a cool idea into something real.
So if you've ever been in a project meeting, you've definitely heard these acronyms, BRD, FSD, getting tossed around. And look, if you're new to this whole world, it can honestly sound like some kind of secret code, right? Well, it's not. And by the time we're done here, you're going to get it completely.
You know, a lot of people first see this as a showdown. In this corner, you've got the business requirements document, and in the other, the functional specification document. But what's the real story here? Is there a winner? Let's figure it out.
Okay, so first up, let's talk about the BRD. This document is all about the big picture, the view from 30,000 feet. It's laser-focused on one thing, the what.
I want you to think of the BRD as the project's North Star. It's your guide, and it's written in plain, simple business language, so everyone can understand it. Its whole job is to say what the business needs to happen, and, this is the super important part, why it even matters in the first place. This is the vision, plain and simple.
A really solid BRD has to answer some pretty basic but crucial questions, like what problem are we actually trying to solve here? What's the end goal for the business? What are the big ticket items this thing needs to do? And maybe most importantly, how are we going to know if we've won? How do we measure success?
So once you know what the business is after, the whole conversation changes. And that brings us to the FSD. This is the document that's all about the how.
Okay, so the FSD, this is the technical blueprint. It takes all those big ideas from the BRD and translates them into the nitty-gritty details of how the system is actually going to work. This is where that big vision starts to look like a real buildable plan.
For the tech team, your developers, your testers, the FSD is basically their playbook. It gives them everything they need. It details exactly how the system is going to do what it needs to do, what little bits and pieces need to be built, what the screens are going to look like, and exactly how someone will click through and use the final product.
So remember how we started this as a big showdown, BRD versus FSD? Well, you're probably getting the feeling that's not really the right way to think about it at all. The real story is about how they work together. It's a partnership.
I absolutely love this quote because it just nails it. They're not rivals. They're dance partners. It's perfect, right? One leads with the vision and the other follows with all the technical steps. They have to be in perfect sync for it to work.
And here's what that dance looks like in a real project. You always start with the BRD to define the what. Then, that vision feeds straight into the FSD to spell out the how. Only after that can the development team actually build the thing, and then the testers can come in and verify that what got built is what was planned. It's a logical flow.
Let's make this crystal clear with a quick example. So the BRD might say something simple, a business goal. Customers should be able to update their contact details online. Makes sense. The FSD then takes that and turns it into technical instructions. Create a form with these specific fields, make sure the data validates, and have it update the CRM through this API. See the difference? High-level intent versus detailed system design.
Okay, so right about now, you might be thinking, I get it, but do we really need both? Can't we just mash them together? And the answer is no, because they're doing two totally different but equally critical jobs.
This is so important. Each document speaks a different language to a completely different audience. The BRD is for the executives, the sponsors, the people who care about the business goals. The FSD is for the developers, testers, and architects, the people who need to know exactly how to build it.
And this slide right here is why it matters so much. If you skip the BRD, you could have the best team in the world, and they will perfectly build the absolute wrong thing, a product that doesn't solve the business's problem. And if you skip the FSD, you risk them taking the right idea and just building it wrong, full of bugs, bad design, you name it.
But when you use them together, it's like two puzzle pieces just clicking perfectly into place. They create one complete picture. They make sure everyone, from the top floor to the person writing the code, is completely aligned on what you're doing and how you're going to do it.
So if you're going to walk away from this with just one thought in your head, what should it be? Let's boil it all down.
It's really this simple. The BRD is the vision, the what and the why. The FSD is the plan, the detailed how. The BRD is the dream. The FSD is the blueprint that makes the dream real.
And that leaves us with one last question. And this one's for you. Take a look at the projects you're working on. Are they built on this kind of solid foundation? Do you have a clear vision that flows right into a detailed plan?
because getting that partnership right, that is the real secret to success.